heaps out there, so we'll go and get some. And we'll put that straight on the heat. And we'll get a pan. And we'll pour in some into the pan here so we can actually steam open those mussels straight away. And the reason why I'm using salt water is because it's available, and also I don't need to add salt to the water because it's already got it in there naturally. Once the water is boiling in the pan, add the mussels. For this dish, we're using 12. When selecting your mussels, they should all be closed. And once they're cooked, they'll hop open. And if it's not open, don't eat them. So as you can see, that one's popped open already. Open it up, grab a knife and just cut it away from the shell, and we'll clean the intestine out as well. So we're left with a lovely, fleshy, steamed mussel. Remove the mussels from the boiling water as they open and cut the meat from the shells. You can use the shell to cut away the mussel from its muscle. And there's the actual mussel that holds that mussel together. It's really chewy. You can eat that. It's very, very chewy. So these three just need a little bit longer. And you can see the white floaty stuff at the top, and that's fat from the mussels. It's never easy cooking on a hillside. So if I can do this, you guys can easily do this at home. That water's boiling away now, and if they're all good, they should have all opened. But this little cheeky one here hasn't opened yet, so we won't be using that one. Clean out the pan that we used to steam open the mussels and add 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Chop up 4 cloves of garlic and 4 rashers of streaky bacon, or a similar pork product. You can use speck, prosciutto if you like, as long as it's from a pig and it's got that lovely salty, fatty flavour, you're away. And we're just going to slice it into small pieces, about 1 centimetre. And we're going to add our garlic and our bacon to the olive oil. And we're going to actually chop up the mussels to use in the carbonara. Now, carbonara is originally from Rome, and the Romans love carbonara so much. My mum's from Naples, and we usually have a ragu. So growing up as a little child, we didn't really have the option of eating carbonara. But as I left home and started cooking and getting into that Italian restaurants that I owned in the past, carbonara was one of the best-selling pastas, not only here in New Zealand, but worldwide. And you guys at home are about to see why. Let's get our spaghetti in. So as you know, we don't have to put salt in the water because it's already got it from the ocean. So we're going to pop our spaghetti into our hot water. It's going to need about 15 minutes to cook right through. I personally enjoy my pasta al dente. Al dente means there's a slight crunch in the middle of the pasta. But if you like it soft, well, it's up to you. Now that bacon's ready, it's cooked through. We'll add the mussels to them. In goes that mussel flesh. And we'll just cook it through with the bacon. Now I didn't want to add the mussels too early. So rather adding them with the bacon, we add it right at the end so we don't overcook those mussels and make them tough, because mussels are chewy. Take the bacon and mussels off the heat now while we prepare the rest of our ingredients. So here we've got a pecorino cheese, and it's a sheep's pecorino. And that's also quite salty as well. And as you bite into it, you can almost feel the texture of the cheese and the crystallization on your teeth. So it matches this dish perfectly. Like I said, we don't need to add salt. There's enough salt in this dish already. Grate about ½ cup of the pecorino cheese into a bowl. Now separate 3 eggs and add the yolks to the pan. Next goes in ½ cup of cream. Put the pan back on the heat and crack over some black pepper. Lots of black pepper, if you like it, that is. And I love black pepper. And then we're going to stir it. And just as that starts to thicken, just slightly, we're going to take some spaghetti, drain it, put it straight in with the bacon, the mussels, the cream, the garlic, and we're going to toss that through. Oh, wow. That smells beautiful. And that's going to thicken as that temperature comes up in that pan. And it's quite a crucial moment to time it, because you don't want the sauce too thick and you don't want it too runny. And there we have it. As you can see, it's sticking to the pasta now, and that's the consistency we want. And we need to get it out of that pan as quickly as we can. serve. Pecorino over the top. And garnish with some parsley and just a bit more black pepper just to finish. And there we have it, the mussel carbonara out of the ocean and onto the platter and soon to be into my mouth. Perfect.